And we back like broad straps. Voch Lombardi here to look at Courtland Sutton, wide receiver. I don't want to say SMU, but Denver Broncos. Okay, cool. This is a post-draft film session. I want to do a few more of these before I retire and move on to NFL season. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe. Let's get it cracking. SMU use Courtland Sutton in a couple different ways, but not in every single way. So just kind of know what you're dealing with when you get this receiver. He is going to be an X receiver. Let me find my cursor. So what I mean by that, like, you got to have a plan going forward with what you want to do with Courtland Sutton. For instance, SMU like to get the ball to Courtland quick and let him yak people to death. Hitch, try to tackle me. Good luck. You see what I mean? He's 6 foot, huge, like 200 and big old boy pounds. One of my combine nerds going to the comment section to help me out with that. But he can be a downfield threat. I mean, he's faster than people give him credit for. Some people think he's, terribly slow. He's not blazing fast, but he does have solid speed for his size. Let's take a look at this right here. Another example, right? They did a lot of this bubble stuff, quick pass stuff, slant hitches. Go wait a minute, time out. Go back. Go back and let's look at the wood being laid there. Psh, your ass on the ground, boy. And that's what you get with a big receiver like that. Let's keep watching though. So what's another plan you would use for Courtland Sutton? You would use him in the red zone. Like Courtland he's fine downfield. I'm not going to pretend like Courtland Sutton isn't capable of giving you production down the field, but I really like Courtland within 20 or so yards, and that's the red zone. The closer the better with Courtland. I prefer to get him the ball quick and let him yak your lights out. Downfield, it kind of gets a little tricky, but we'll cross that road a little bit later when we get there. Let's take a look at what we saw on this play. They're lined up at the 5, 6 or whatever, and that's cool. I can see Courtland Sutton being this back shoulder type of guy. Let me move this over a little bit so we can get a better view. This is one of the concerns that we have. You'll see the pundits and the big heads talk about him not being a nuanced route runner, and I kind of agree with that. What I mean by that, Courtland is kind of just getting to his landmark right here. What a nuanced route runner would do is, they may drift inside a little bit or give a hard fake to the inside to kind of get this cornerback's hips going in that direction, or to get the cornerback kind of, going that way with the fake. But instead, Courtland decided to go straight to the outside. So the cornerback, if you look at his hips, he went straight to the outside with him. Now, that's okay, because if you Courtland Sutton, you can kind of get it done. You could probably get away with just being 6 foot forever, 200 and huge pounds. But in the National Football League, you won't be able to just bully and push around all the corners. You're going to have to win with a little bit of nuance and route running. And that can be fixed. Like I said, it could be as simple as I'm going to weave a little bit or give a hard fake to the inside just to get the corner's hips going in the opposite direction, just so I can have more space to the outside. Something like that. But don't worry about it. It's something that can be worked on. It's something that can be drilled. Courtland is still young enough to fix that. He had a little bit of a push off here. I think the ref was being kind of soft when he called him for the push off. Let's move on. I think there's another angle here. I think the ref's being a little soft right here, but I watched a lot of games, man. And there's a lot of evidence of Courtland Sutton getting kind of handsy and grabby. So I mean, that might be something you have to worry about. See, this only looks bad because the cornerback fell down. The referee being a little soft right there. But Courtland will get kind of handsy and grabby at the top of his route. So that's just something to look out for right there. But that's all I got to say right there. Let's keep watching. Oh, you already know Voch, the O-line guy, love this. Look, take a look at Courtland Sutton up here at the top of the house real quick. Let's see what we got. Let's see. Boy, get your ass on the 45 and quit playing. Look at Courtland Sutton, man. To the whistle blow. he's a bully, man. He just kind of picks on people. This ain't bad blocking technique neither. You know, sometimes receivers have bad blocking technique and they get praised for just having effort. Courtland kind of pissed off at this dude, man. I like it. Here's another example here. This is a different play or whatever. I just went straight to the zoom view. Courtland's gonna have to get his head around to find the ball, and he does that. Cornerback found the ball too, but Courtland needs a little more assistance. So he's kind of just gonna grab the dude by the back for shoulder pads, just kind of horse collar him a little bit. Now I like physical receivers, you know, guys that are proactive with their hands and strength and, you know, ass whooping all that. But we just can't be yanking people down, dog. And that's going to be a flag, and we're going to throw that call in reverse. And he dropped it. What the hell? What the hell, man? Yeah, okay, I see what happened here. Whatever. Just another gripe of mine from Courtland Sutton. Let me put it there. We got Courtland up top. Let's take a look at him. You really going to need this in the National Football League. This is one of my gripes about Courtland Sutton. Deep ball in the air, he loses track of it. Okay, now if he has eyes on you the whole time, Courtland Sutton doesn't have a hard time finding the football, or if it's not a pressury situation. If he just got a straight line down the field and he knows exactly where he is, he can find the football. But this cornerback didn't give Courtland the full outside release like he wanted. Like he held up that bit of space right there. So Courtland's gonna have to go around him, and he kind of deviated from his route a little bit. And the landmark is there, kind of, sort of, pretty much. But Courtland still had to, you know, deviate from his route a little bit, look up, find the football. He kind of just got lost in space right there. That can happen sometimes. I've seen it 2 other times. So, you know, not really nitpicking, but that's just something, you know, if you're a Broncos fan, keep your eyes open for it. YouTube Illuminati is taking money away from your favorite content creators, and people often ask the best way to support the channel directly. I tell them that subscribing to my Patreon. Just $1 a month would increase production and the frequency of uploads. Basically, that means more content for you. For less than a bag of almond M&Ms, you can support the channel, call dibs on requests for future videos, and you can have access to Patreon exclusive material like my throwback film sessions. That's patreon.com/Voch Lombardi. I appreciate the support. Doski Woski. Salute. Just another gripe from Courtland Sutton. I mean, he's not going to drop the ball right here, nothing like that, but he does let it get to his catch. He does let it get to his chest a little bit, even though he caught it. And body catching is okay. Like, some people shun like all body catching. Like some, you know, sometimes body catching has its place or whatever. But what we don't want is, we don't want the ball to roll around in your chest arm area. You know, if you're gonna body catch, go ahead and secure the football. Like you know, cradle it in right now, and you know, secure it, tighten it up. Don't let it just bounce around your chest like so. You see that? That's how we result in drops and the ball bouncing off your chest, and it ends up in the hands of the opposition. Terrence Williams, Dez Bryant. So, like I said, man, when you know, body catching is okay sometimes, but in this particular situation, you know, it kind of wobbles on the chest a little bit. That happens every now and then. You know, like I said, it's not a huge little gripe, but as a Broncos fan, you know, look out for it. And one last gripe before I get back to the positivity. We can get a couple focus drops every now and then. We do kind of get this from Courtland Sutton. He doesn't have the best, most securest hands in the world. You know, some people are more comfortable body catching, and that's cool. But if you're Courtland Sutton and you catch with your hands and you have your mind on the yak already, you know, the ball can't touch the ground sometimes. So let's just keep eyes on that too. I always encourage people to watch film on their own and do your own research. If you ever watch Courtland Sutton versus North Texas, I guess the North Texas coaching staff or DB coach, they've been telling their guys to get real physical with Courtland Sutton and you know, like piss them off or whatever. And they've been doing that. But man, this is so funny right here, bro. Like Courtland just got real pissed off, just started to block the hell out of people, man. And I kind of like that. I kind of like that competitiveness. I kind of like that assholeness that, you know, you've been chirping at me all day. I already jumped ball over you one time. You know, you've been pulling on my face mask, hitting me on the sideline. I'm kind of sick of you trying to be extra physical just because your coach say so. But I'm talented, so get this work, famo. And I really do appreciate the gangster right there, so just wanted to bring that to y'all attention. Moving on. Now take a look at this play. We got Courtland up top of the house right here. Once again, we don't see a lot of nuance in his route running, or whatever, and that's okay. What I really wanted to showcase was, hey, you caught it with your hands, buddy. Good job, fam. Snatched the ball out of the air, high pointed it, and then what I like the most is that he got hit and he held on to it. And like I said, man, that big old body he got, that's really going to help him with a lot of that type of stuff too. So keep your eyes on that, man. I see a lot of jump balls in his future, but I see him working a bunch within 20 yards, 10 yards even, I like Courtland Sutton. He can give you, threat downfield, but I like him up close, man, and just kind of let him yak, and we'll just go from there. But anyway, man, I'm not going to do too many more post-draft film sessions. I just wanted to do a few. I was bored. I was on vacation. But in a little bit, I'm going to get into NFL film sessions and all that type of stuff. So after this, starting June or so, June like 3rd, 4th, 5th or something like that, I'm going to get back into the top 5 videos, the top 5 sacks by this person, top 5 receptions, touchdowns by this person. I'm gonna be doing a little bit of that, so look out for that. Then when it's time for like preseason and actual season stuff, that's when I'm gonna get back into breaking down the rookies. So the draft prospects I just broke down, I'm gonna be breaking them down as rookies in the upcoming football season. And then when January comes around, it'll be time for January. All right. So look, man, like this video, dislike it, whatever. Sub if you had to. Leave a comment. Follow me on Twitter, Voch Lombardi, VOCHLOMBARDI. The Patreon is more important than food and water. All right. Y'all hold it down for the Doski, Woski, the Peasky, Whiskey. I'm gone. Salute.